Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Green 80! Right there, 54 Mike. In space. Show it up. Look. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Exit.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Wait, that 380! Watch the run! Sugar!
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a gain of 14. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Sanders has it poked free, and this will be scooped up by the defense. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
A first down carry by Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
We got it. 45. Go on. No, 66. Smooth.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Wait, that wide, 80. Alert. What we got? Let's go. Hey, Charlie. 40. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check, check. Alert.
2nd down and goal. Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown. Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Trying to lay one up deep. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Here's Gordon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. He finds Beckham complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson going for it all. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Julio Jones, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back to back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Go, go.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And Olsen over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ozzy! Hey, Haywood! Cut! Hey, check right! Hold 50!
Brady now to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
55! Check! Mike, 55! Right there in the middle, 55! I'm here all day. Check it, reload!
Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Come on. Mike 40, check, he's coming. Hey, 66.
Here's Brady to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. John Johnson on the coverage.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Watch the twist. Check it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brady's pass intended for Antonio Brown. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down and goal.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 25 yards out. Gano's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this route.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first down, it's Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. They go to Elliott again. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. And Gano's kick is right through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. It's going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say put the game. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Watch the safety creep.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Right there, 54 Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson sets up the screen to Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Melvin Gordon, 40 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether receivers to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt good.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. After the sack on first down, Brady. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's trash. Hey, ball 66. Double dog. Sugar.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. Regular.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Mike, 55.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Sets up 4th down.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Motion man, watch 12, watch 12. Hey, go 66.
One final try now for Brady. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount.